Now, if you ever doubted that the Biden administration considers about half of the country its enemies, you won't after this story. The White House was somehow stunned by the public outcry after that legislation that would fund, just 87,000 new IRS agents. Now, instead of making a change to its own aggressive posture, the Biden administration is taking preemptive action against its critics.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and some of the lies Republicans push about our government is straight-up nonsense, made of hot air, just fabricated on the spot. And it's funny and weird and terrible to see them aimed all of a sudden at our IRS.
So the IRS today announced that it's launching what's called a security review of all facilities nationwide, with the Washington Post laying the blame at the feet of congressional Republicans and far-right extremists lashing out at the agency. Now, I want to be clear. We know this. No one should be making threats against anyone's physical safety. It's ridiculous. No one condones that. All threats should be investigated, always. But this is now being used as a way to target those who do not agree with this agenda.
The Internal Revenue Service of all places, tax collectors. And I mean, we know that the GOP loves to dodge taxes, but some of the lies they're making up about the IRS are just insane. These are standard run-of-the-mill bureaucrats. None of them are aiming for your head.
Now, remember when the FBI likened these concerned parents to domestic terrorists? We could be heading down that same path here. Remember, the left does not fear criminals and drugs flowing across our open border, but they somehow fear you. They want to stop you. So by equating strong opinions with violence, they aim to silence their most effective critics. This is what China does. This is what Russia does, not America. At least not until now.
But according to Laura Ingraham, the expanding of the IRS is part of a Biden agenda that's trying to screw over half the country. She's saying that Republicans are under threat from the IRS. I can't even begin to unpack a lie like that. It's bizarre. The figure that 87,000 new IRS agents are being hired immediately is just completely false. It's over the next 10 years, and at the end of the day, most of those new agents are only being hired to replace retiring ones. There's only going to be a few thousand more new agents, and that's so the size of the IRS will go back to how large it was in 2010. That's so that it can effectively pursue mega corporations that are dodging taxes. None of them are coming for the average citizen, and yet Fox News is telling its base that the IRS is coming for them specifically. They're accusing the IRS of doing a security review solely to hurt Republicans when a security review is just normal for a government agency. After all, the IRS was severely overworked and underfunded in the last decade. New money being funneled to them allows them to help update equipment and personnel. A security review is just part of the process of renovation. It's about making them a useful agency once again, helping them do the task that they were intended to do. This is no agenda on Biden's part, and yet Republicans think that the IRS is going to silence them, that we're a police state aimed to destroy dissent like China or Russia, but that's simply not going to happen. All the IRS will be able to do now is audit companies like Amazon, corporations that dodge taxes. They won't need to go after smaller businesses if they are funded enough to focus their energy on people who dodge millions in taxes. After all, these big-time tax dodgers have invested time and money into making sure they keep every penny of their profits. It's only right that we invest time and money into our IRS to properly audit them. But I guess Republicans are scared, aren't they? After all, the GOP's pockets are lined with money from these billionaires and mega corporations. They've invested money into our political system in order to get the tax breaks that they want. If you're not bought out by these, you have nothing to be scared of. Yet the GOP is squirming in their seats. It's all about them, their money, their profits. And so they'll lie to their voter base to protect their own interests. What a disgusting, dishonest group of people. But believe me, don't believe the lies. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.